Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I hope all is well with you guys. I wanted to post this video so you guys had an opportunity to hopefully get some direction on writing this essay and see where we're going and what's happening. So I'm going to go for it here. We're looking at Google Classroom. This is the DBQ essay assignment that I posted. You guys were just starting the DBQ packet before we all left. So what I have here is linked a copy of the DBQ packet, the rubric for the essay you're being asked to write, and of course, like kind of the directions and the outline for writing the essay. So before I go over all these things, a couple things I wanted to show you guys. It is due March or April 6th. I'm going to actually push that date out because the week of April 6th is spring break. So I'm actually going to push out a whole week, which means it's going to be due April 13th. So I'm going to give you guys an extra week to work on it if you haven't already. If you're already done or what have you, that's cool. But I'm just letting you all know that I'm giving an extension for another week because that's the week of spring break. Um, don't forget to go to be checking your email every day. Go to the class website. If you click on social studies, you'll see that we have here what do you call it, a calendar. I even have stuff posted here of what we're going to be doing after spring break, which is all going to be on Google Classroom soon. So if you want to look ahead at that. Likewise, if you go to our topic that we're finishing up, Westward Expansion, copy of the DBQ and other things that might be of use to you. Now back to the DBQ itself. That Friday, which was the last day you guys were at school, this was introduced to you by Emily. The question, was the United States justified in going to war with Mexico? You guys should have completed the hook exercise, this map activity. You should have read the background essay about the topic and even started to answer some of the questions about it. The rest of the packet, it's your job to complete on your own. It has been over the last couple of weeks. But I just wanted to walk you guys through a couple things here. The word justified, that is the word that we have to define to understand this question. To say that something is justified, it means it has the right to do something. So really what this DBQ question is asking is, did the United States have the right to go to war with Mexico? And your answer to that is very simple. It's yes or no, based on the evidence that you view in this DBQ. So going back here, you have these buckets. Now everyone was a little confused about this. Here's how these pre-buckets work. The answer is yes or no, right? Yes, they were justified, or no, they were not. And then these ones are reason number 1, reason number 2, and reason number 3. So if you were to say yes, they were justified in going to war, what are your 3 reasons? If you were to say no, they were not justified in going to war, what are your 3 reasons? If that makes sense. You had some documents here. Here we have John O'Sullivan, who's the guy who coined the term manifest destiny, and this is him explaining that idea there. And in each of these documents, these questions really help you kind of understand the document better. And it's always that last question at the very end down here that kind of helps you use it to answer the DBQ question. It's also important to think about how would you use a quote or an observation, and then how do you make an argument out of it? Because essentially, these pages become paragraphs. This becomes a paragraph in your essay. Document B is a message from President Polk, who of course was the president that president of the United States during this war. And once again, the last question really is the most important. Document C, here we have a viewpoint from a Mexican voice here of what happened in this war, or how this war started. And then lastly, the last document, document D, you have Sumner, who's a politician, a United States politician, giving his point of view on Texas and Mexico, and how adding Texas to the United States kind of causes the Mexican War. When you finish through the documents, then you have to do your final bucketing. You have to decide, based on what you've read, what's your answer to the DBQ question. Yes, they were justified in going to war with Mexico, or no, they were not justified in going to war with Mexico. And then you have to have 3 reasons, right? They're really simply reasons. What are your 3 reasons to support your opinion? So thinking about your thesis can be very simple. It could be the United States was not justified in going to war with Mexico. or it could be the United States was justified in going to war with Mexico. And your 3 reasons would be reasons that you came up with based on the documents you read. Now, going on from here, it has on the last page kind of like a guide here for how to write your essay. It's a 5-paragraph piece, and it has some line paper here. You don't have to worry about that. But I took this outline and I kind of redid it on a different sheet. So if you guys go back to Google Classroom here, this document here is basically the assignment document. So, of course, our DBQ question, it says here, using the documents as evidence, construct a 5-paragraph essay response answering the DBQ question. The response should be typed in MLA format, 12 font, Arial Times New Roman, double spaced, indented paragraphs, proper heading, an appropriate title. Turn in the paper to Google Classroom, and it's due not April 16th now, April 13th. So here's kind of like I basically made an outline here for you to do that's very similar to the one on the last page of the DBQ. You have an introduction, a grabber, something that grabs the attention of the reader. Give us background about the topic. The topic is the war with Mexico. State the question, the DBQ question, and define the word. And in this case, the word is justified, right? Was justified mean? And then you have your thesis, and your roadmap is really your reasons. And then you're going to have 3 body paragraphs, which are your 3 reasons. So baby thesis, they call it, from bucket 1, that is your reason. So you have to have a topic sentence. The evidence and argument, this comes directly from those analysis sheets you do. And so you're going to have 3 body paragraphs. 3 body paragraphs. Why do I have 4 body paragraphs here? That is super weird. Oh, that might be kind of confusing. So if you read this here, you can do you could have a 4th reason, but you don't have to. I'm going to just eliminate this because it's going to confuse everybody. That's why I put that in there. So essentially, and then you have a conclusion, which is very short. Restate the main idea. You can restate the thesis and have a personal reflection or opinion about the topic. Do the best you can. I know that this is really hard considering that, I'm not there to kind of walk you through it, and you're not with your peers. Between now and when it's due, if you have any questions, if you want to send me a copy of your response and have me look it over, and give you some feedback, I'm certainly willing to do that. But I do want you guys working on it. This is the only assignment I have given you over the last 2 weeks, and I'm giving you guys now another, I think, 2 weeks to work on it. It'll be due the 13th now. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of change that here so you guys can all see that. It's now going to be due Monday the 13th. Right there. So once again, if there are any questions, please email me. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. I guess one of the most important things for all of you guys to know is just to be checking your email frequently, guys. Just be checking your email. Stay tuned in on what's going on. Stay busy. Stay healthy. Communicate with people via internet and whatever the hell else you use. And try and be happy as much as you can. I know it's hard to be indoors and not be social. I've been doing it for 6 weeks, man, with this new baby. So we're kind of feeling the cabin fever here in the Lowell house. So anyway, I miss you guys. I care about you. I hope all is well. Work hard. Be good to each other. Bye.